Hello, assalamu alaikum to all of you, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss price elasticity of demand. Let me share the screen with you. Price elasticity of demand, then I will write down the formula. Then there will be different types of elasticity of demand. One by one, we will discuss those. So let me write down the definition. It's responsiveness change in quantity demand due to change in price. On the other hand, we can say like this percentage change in quantity demand, percentage change in quantity demand change in quantity demand will be like this. Percentage change in quantity demand due to percentage change in price. Okay. On the other hand, you can say it's responsiveness, or my year means how much the quantity demand of goods changes in response to a change in its price. But this one will be easy definition. So the formula of price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity PED is equal to, we can say, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. It can be like this also. Percentage change in quantity demand due to percentage change in price. What's the meaning of it? Separate, I will explain this one. Means a percentage change in quantity demand means a QD2 minus QD 1 all the time divided by QD1 multiply 100. The answer will be mentioned here. Same for this percentage change in price means P, it's a difference between P2 P1 divided by divided by P1 multiplied by 100. It will be like this. So when we will apply this formula, the sometime the answer will be less than 0, sometime it will be equal to 0, and sometime it will be greater than 0, sometime it will be infinite, sometime it will equal to 0. So by calculating PED, when these values will comes in form of result, we will give them the different names. So let's talk about those names which will be the part of types of price elasticity of demand. Types of price elasticity of demand. The first type is elastic demand. What's the meaning of this one? Elastic demand, when we will calculate our PED, if it will be greater than 1, we will call it elastic demand. When it will be greater than 1, that is the main question. When PED will greater than 1, so first of all it has cleared that when we will apply the formula of PED and the answer will greater than 1, means 1.6, 1.8, we will call it elastic demand. But the question is that when it will be greater than 1, it will be greater than 1 when a small change will happen in the price, but large change in quantity demand. We can say like this, percentage change in quantity demand greater than percentage change in price. For example, as we have already discussed, when I will apply PED, this one, if I will say 5 value and 3 value. So when I will divide this value, answer will be greater than 1. This 5 is indicating change in quantity demand. The change in quantity demand is greater than the change in price. The price is 3. So when I will solve this, the answer will be greater than 1. So that's why it will call elastic demand. Percentage change in quantity demand will greater than the percentage change in price. On the other hand, you can write down like this: a small change in price causes a large change in quantity demanded, and it will be only for luxury goods and branded items. we can say branded items. On the other hand, the next type is inelastic demand. When we will calculate PED, if it will be less than 1, we will call opposite of percentage change in quantity demand will less than the percentage change in price, means price will change with greater margin. We can explain here a change in price, a change in price causes a smaller change in quantity demand. And it will be about all necessities goods they have inelastic demand. For example, if the seller will increase the price with a greater margin, our demand will not fall in a greater way. No doubt we will reduce, we will fall over demand, but with less margin as the price, if the price will increase 50%, so demand will fall just only. So, and it will be only for necessity. Necessities goods like rice, wheat, and salt, like this. Next one is a unitary elastic demand. Unitary means unit mean one. When we will calculate our PED, if it will be equal to 1, we will call it unitary elastic demand. And it will be happen at that time when there will be equal change in quantity demand and as well as in price. Percentage change in quantity demand, we can say stage change quantity demanded equal the percentage change in rise. For example, this is the price column and this is the quantity demand column. There is inverse relation we have discussed in law of demand also. When the price increase, quantity demand will fall. When the price will fall, the quantity demand will increase. For example, if the price will increase, let me take this arrow. If the price will increase, quantity demand will fall. For example, price will increase from 10 to 15. So from this to this, it is increasing 50%. On the other hand, when the price was 10, if the quantity demanded 200, when the price increase, the quantity demand will fall 100. So you can check this one is 50% fall, means same change happen both side. When I will apply the formula PED, means percentage change in quantity demand. So the percentage change in quantity demand is 50 and the same percentage change in price is also 50. When I will do, the answer will be 1, which is called unitary elastic. Even though I can show the calculation here also for your easiness. In this we discuss that change. For example, this is the price increase and quantity demand fall. I will keep the price change same. Same means all the time I will change 50%. I will mold the change in of the quantity demand. For example, 10 to 15, its increase 50%. So we have discussed change in quantity demand will, okay, so I will take this value 200. So in elastic demand, the percentage change in quantity demand should greater. Means if the price is increasing with 50%, the quantity demand should fall more than this percentage. Means it should fall with 60%. If I will say 60% of this one, it will be 80. So when I will apply this, means 60 over 50, the answer will be greater than 1. So it was unitary elastic. So let's move to the next one, perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. When we will calculate PED, if the answer will be infinite, that is called a perfectly elastic. So when it will happen, consumer will only buy at one price, consumer will buy at one price. If the price increase, If the price increases even slightly, demand drops zero. And in perfectly elastic, the demand curve will be horizontal. For example, this is the okay. For example, if you will see the demand curve like this, if you will see the demand curve like this, it means it's a perfectly elastic demand curve. Next one is perfectly inelastic. The last one was perfectly elastic, but this one will be perfectly inelastic means when PED is equal to zero. What's the meaning of this one? Means demand remains constant. Regardless of the price. Example, life-saving medicines, and graph will be vertical. Vertical demand curve. Or for example, this is if you will see one demand curve like this, it means whatsoever if the price will increase, for example 10, if the price will increase or decrease, the quantity demand will remain unchanged, it will remain constant. So next we are discussing factors affecting price elasticity of demand. Okay, next we will discuss factor. Next we will discuss factor affecting price elasticity of demand. Factors. So the first one is availability of substitute. What's the meaning of this one? Okay, when there will be more substitute, there will be more elastic. We can say substitute more elastic. Next, we will discuss necessary versus necessity versus luxury. Necessity items they are more inelastic. Luxury items are elastic. Next one, proportion of income spent. Expensive item more elastic. The consumer will be more sensitive about that. Next can be time period also. Demand is more elastic in the long run because the people will find alternate brand loyalty. Strong brand loyalty. In elastic demand. Okay, it was all about this topic. Thank you very much, my dear student. Take care, all of us.